We have the pleasure of the 13th world champion, one of the most dominant players in chess history, Garry Kasparov, with us. Garry, yesterday there were some hiccups. You had a completely winning position, completely outplayed Wesley So. You must have felt bitter about that, but somehow today you righted the ship and played incredible chess.
Yesterday, the game 3 I played against Shah, Mamedyarov. So I was under this, this terrible influence of my game against Wesley, because the moment I played knight c5, exchanging this blocking knight on e6, my only thought was how on earth I could not win the game. What I had to do not to win this game, and then just not to play e6, which is just amazing. Two times in the game. I mean, don't mention other things, but playing e6. And when I just left, I was told, oh, by the way, you could play a6. Shanklin told me early on, winning the piece. And then Michael told me, you can play e6 at the very final moment. So and with Shah, it's hard because again, I'm no longer professional, so it's difficult for me to come back. And also game 3, it's tough. Yeah, and today, I thought, why? I played some decent chess. So yesterday, and I thought, I probably could do well, and I was quite happy with the game against Sam. Was just
there's a demolition
for the books.
Yeah,
absolutely. Just quick squares. He kept attacking, and I was very happy with the maneuver that I found, bishop e3, queen e2, and then b3, a4, and then castle. That's a good game. That could go to textbooks. And then I think I'm very proud of my second game
against Levon.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Levon played very, very aggressive, interesting chess, sacrificing endgames, great chess. And I had defend. And at the end, I just found, in the time trouble, I'm very proud, found rook g2 and then d4 check. This is the intermediate check.
Yes.
I'm not sure, by the way, you had access to database. Was this endgame winning? I thought it was a draw.
It's winning.
It's winning, yes.
Yeah.
But I knew that he had about 10
seconds
left, and I had about 2 minutes, so
right.
Which is amazing. I had more time that in this game against Levon that he had, and again, to my surprise, I won the second game, and it's not just winning. I just won. I earned it. So okay, the rumors of my chess desk probably had been slightly exaggerated. Yeah, and then the game 3 as with
that was a war. That was a war.
Yeah, this is a war. I wanted to win, and that's why, I tried to avoid f5 because he prepared f5 with exchanges. And it's very difficult, just when you have two bishops, in the corners, position could easily, equalize because it's difficult to control the center because bishops attack, and it could end up, with exchanges. So he prepared f5, and I thought, how can I stop f5, because after f5 would be a draw. And I thought I found a great, exchange sacrifice, and I blew up because I missed d5. And after d5, I think actually I'm lost. I had about 3.5 minutes. He had about 13 minutes. And then that's just a new game started because, I think he was nearly winning. All he needed just to kick my knight from e4. And he just played queen e7, queen a3, moved his queen on a5. And I think at one point, it was very unclear. I think I could have, instead of rook f1, I could have played b4. It was a very interesting complications. And I think white was not worse. But then I give him credit. Queen c5, phenomenal move. Because after rook f1, I thought I'm already, I'm much better. But he found queen c5, and I'm just, I'm dead meat again. And then it was I
think in that moment there was a bishop c1 sighting by the computers to guard the e3 square.
But that's okay. That's to find the move, like bishop.
You had a minute and a half on the clock.
Wow, bishop c1. That's still.
Yeah, that's why they like queen d2 better than queen c5.
Queen d2. But that's. And what's after queen d2? Yeah, it's probably still winning, yes?
Looks probably.
Rook f7, and then he goes rook f8, yes? Rook f7, because queen d2 I planned rook takes f7.
And we actually...
Yeah, that's what I planned, because queen d2, e5. But this is my idea was rook f7, but probably rook f8 is winning, yes?
And you go rook takes f7 here. Rook f8 is winning. You also can get away with queen takes e2, because you do trade the queens. And it's...
Yeah, it's still lost, yes.
Yeah, this should be winning.
Yes, it's still winning. Yeah, look, but mistake was the rook f1. I think after b4 I had decent position.
Here in this position, b4.
Yeah, no, not here.
No, sorry.
Yes, here, because this is a critical position. So that's my rook on d1. My rook on d1.
Yeah, b4 you could play here. In this
b4.
Position, yes.
He has to take on e4.
Yes.
d4. That's what I saw. And now d4. And now I have two options. So he has two options: the queen a6 or knight takes b4.
And knight takes b4 is...
Knight takes b4, rook takes d8. I take and take A4, rook D1 check, knight C1. That's what I calculated. Knight C1, queen takes before, rook, bishop F3. But I wasn't.
It's unclear.
I think this is unclear.
Yeah.
No, another concern was queen A6 instead of, because I had little time left. So my clock, and again, rook F1, I liked it so much, so that's because I missed this thing as the queen move. Now take queen A6 now.
Yeah.
And I can play B5, but and B5, queen B5, knight take knight D4. But I think after queen C4, black is better.
Even if I take the knight, right?
Yeah, bishop D5. That's what I. Yeah, rook D5. But maybe okay, but maybe it's playable. I don't know. Is it playable? I don't think you have a computer.
Well, the engine says playable. We had them off during the games, so we don't actually know. But this one is on right now, and it says that it's plus 0.4. So playable
for white.
For white.
Yeah, for white.
Wow. So I missed this before, and then I was completely lost. I think it's just but I could feel that Fabio, he was so nervous. And again, clock. We started on this position. Was exchange down. I had 55 seconds. He had about 3 or 4 minutes, and then he after A5 knight D5. I think he could have won by exchanging and knight D5 and knight D7. He didn't have to exchange the queens, and queen D4, queen C3. All of a sudden, I said, wow, maybe I have a chance. And then with 2 bishops, final position. Probably I could have tried, but because I had 40 seconds against 12 seconds, but. I didn't see actually how could I try, but probably bishop takes g6, knight g4, bishop c3. I had to try to check whether he could make a draw because g pawn is deadly.
Gary,
I was happy with.
Right now, it's 2.5 out of 3. You were one of the best performers today. Lanier obviously was the best performer with 3 wins, but yesterday you might have been a little bit despondent, morose. Today you seem electrified. You see the fighting spirit. Is it knowing that the opening theory is not in your way at all and it's just about chess?
Look, this is great. I feel really great. I didn't even know who I'm playing, So I knew that yesterday the first round with Dominguez. Today I knew that the first round would be Shankland. I wasn't sure because I didn't even pay attention to the draw. So I come here, I play chess, I enjoy myself. So and by the way, this is it. I left the room. I said, "Oh, is Fabi leading?" I said, "No, Dominguez." What? Because I just didn't follow other games. And it's just back to my game yesterday when I played with White with Dominguez. I said, okay, it's good stuff. I started with one of the weakest players. And he's leading now. Yes. And by the way, this is game 1 yesterday. I think I had slight edge, but then I misplayed it, and I was almost losing. And I think I was again quite proud that I found Miracle's way to save the game against Lanier.
Gary, the creativity we're seeing in these positions, you must be impressed by some of the moves that were played. Wesley playing knight to c3, Sam sacrificing against.
Yeah.
I mean, knight f6. Sorry, knight f6.
No, first knight d5 and knight f6. The game against MVL.
Against MVL, and also Sam knocking out Nakamura the way he did. MVL crushing. I mean, it's a different kind of chess. It's still chess, but it's just a different flavor we see in these different positions.
It is chess, yeah, but because you start a game from sometimes from move 2. I mean, this is even move 1. This is you have 15 minutes. You have little teams being brought together, and it's just, often you don't even guess the first move. So this is you did, and I'm just I feel good because we start investigating and you don't have much time. So it's one game, one round, one new position. Some of them are really tough. I think this is the position that we had in round 5. I think it's much better for White after D4. I think both D4 and E4. I think White is better. So some positions are really tough to play with Black, but most of the positions you have options. You have options, yeah. So you can create things again. Said so many combinations at such an early stage. When I played round 4 against Sam, he told me that I played 4 games and I didn't even make 100 moves in total, which is good. That's what happens because there's so much creativity. So somehow we play like the great champions of the 19th century. So no opening theory. We just we sit at we have to sit at the chessboard and start creating at move 1, 2, 3. So like. It's Fabio. I played B3, E5, I played G4. I'm not sure good. It's a good move or bad move, but something interesting. So I think people enjoy it.
Oh, we definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's-
Gary, you talk about the
blast.
great champions of the 19th century. You, a great champion of the 20th century, and showing that you're still relevant in the 21st century. We totally enjoyed it. Any tournament where Garry Kasparov is doing well, we enjoy.
Oh,
Congratulations.
you have a good memory because last time I was doing well was a long time ago.
Well, let's hope you do well again tomorrow.
I'll try again. I already has won 2 games, so that's in the tournament.
We're looking for more,
It didn't happen
Gary.
for a while.
We're looking for more. Thanks so
Yes,
much
thank you
for
very much.
joining
Thank
us.
you, guys.
Good luck tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gary. What a